Have you ever noticed how fast a single sentence can flip your inner world upside down? Someone says something sharp, something unnecessary, something that feels designed to test you. Before you even think, your body reacts. Your chest tightens, your jaw locks, your thoughts race ahead, already preparing a counterattack. And then there's that subtle detail most people miss. I shift toward you. The room goes quiet. Everyone is waiting to see who you are in the next 5 seconds. That moment, right there, is where most people lose control. Not because they lack intelligence. Not because they don't know what to say. They lose because they let emotion speak first. So here's the real question this video asks. How do you stay calm, composed, and respected when someone tries to provoke you? Especially in public, under pressure, when your reputation feels on the line. Stoicism has answered this question for over 2,000 years. And today, I'm going to walk you through 5 deliberate responses that quietly disarm aggression, expose weak character, and keep your dignity intact. These are not clever comebacks. They're not insults disguised as confidence. They're psychological leverage, used without cruelty. And the 5th response is the most powerful of all. It requires no argument, no explanation, and no defense. It uses silence itself as a mirror, and once you understand it, people stop testing you altogether. Let's begin. First response: accept responsibility without drama. There are moments when criticism hits because it's accurate. It stings, not because it's loud, but because it's true. In those moments, most people panic. They rush to defend their image. They explain, justify, deflect, or counterattack. But the Stoic response is radically different. You say calmly and directly, "You're right, and here's what I'm going to do about it." No emotional weight, no self-punishment, no argument, just ownership. This response does something rare. It separates ego from standards. Arrogant people protect how they look. Disciplined people protect how they live. When you take responsibility without self-hatred or excuse-making, the conflict loses its fuel. There's nothing left to fight against. But this response has a rule, and it matters. Only use it when the criticism is valid. If someone is being unfair, manipulative, or dishonest, agreement rewards bad behavior. Stoicism is not submission. It's precision. But when the fault is real, this response transforms tension into respect. It signals that your self-worth isn't dependent on appearing flawless, only on improving. And improvement, calmly stated, is intimidating to people who thrive on chaos. Second response: invite specificity. Most attacks are vague. "You always do this. This makes no sense. That was a bad decision." They're emotional grenades, thrown without structure, without detail, without accountability. So instead of reacting, you respond with curiosity. "I hear you. Help me understand what you mean." This single sentence changes the power dynamic. You're no longer defending. You're no longer reacting. You're asking them to clarify their thinking. And here's the truth most people don't realize. Many critics haven't thought deeply about what they're saying. They're venting, projecting, testing boundaries. When you calmly ask for specifics, which part? Based on what? Compared to what alternative? The conversation slows down. Emotion hates precision. Clarity exposes weakness. Your tone is everything here. Not sarcastic, not challenging, curious, controlled, neutral. You're not trying to win. You're inviting reality into the room. And once reality enters, most attacks collapse on their own. Third response: ask for the thinking behind the claim. Some comments aren't just critical. They're provocative, designed to poke, to embarrass, to assert dominance. Instead of reacting to the surface insult, you go deeper. You say, "That's an interesting perspective. What led you to that conclusion?" This response doesn't push back. It pulls the curtain aside. You're not engaging the insult. You're examining the reasoning behind it. And this creates a quiet dilemma for the other person. They must either admit the comment was based on assumption, reveal insecurity, or double down and expose something worse. Either way, you remain composed. Your posture doesn't change. Your voice doesn't rise. Your expression stays neutral. And in public settings, This is devastating, not because it humiliates them, but because it reveals contrast. Confidence without clarity looks hollow when examined, and you didn't need aggression to expose it. Fourth response, disarm with unexpected gratitude. Hostility expects resistance. It feeds on defense. It thrives on escalation. So when you respond with calm appreciation, the script breaks. You say, I appreciate you telling me that. This response communicates three things instantly. You listened. You're not threatened. You're willing to address substance, not emotion. Gratitude doesn't mean agreement. It means maturity. You're choosing to respond to information rather than tone. And that choice matters. Because when you let someone's delivery dictate your behavior, you surrender control. But when you separate message from attitude, you reclaim it. Often, once the other person realizes they can't pull you into emotional turbulence, they soften. And if they don't, you still win. Because composure is not weakness. It's stability. Fifth response, the strategic silence. This is the turning point. Someone says something outrageous, provocative, disrespectful. Everyone expects a reaction, and you give them none at first. You pause, not awkwardly, not nervously, a clean pause. You hold eye contact. You breathe. You let the moment exist. And then you say, evenly, thank you for that insight. No sarcasm, no edge. That pause is doing the real work. Silence controls tempo, and tempo controls the room. It forces the comment to stand on its own. It allows others to actually hear what was said. It shifts attention away from you and onto the speaker's character. You didn't defend yourself. You didn't attack. You didn't explain. You let contrast speak, and contrast is powerful. This is the Stoic victory, making someone appear small without ever becoming small yourself. The Stoic thread that connects them all. These 5 responses share a single purpose. They keep you in command of yourself, while allowing others to reveal who they are. The goal is not domination. It's self-respect. You cannot control what others say, but you can control what their words are allowed to pull out of you. That restraint is real power. Every time you refuse to react on impulse, you reinforce a quiet truth inside yourself. Your standards outrank your emotions. Over time, something changes. Conversations calm down. Conflicts lose their grip. People stop testing you. Not because you're aggressive, but because you're no longer reactive. This is the Stoic path. Control inward, clarity outward. A mind that stays intact under pressure. If you're building that kind of mind, one that remains steady when provoked, you're in the right place. We don't chase dominance here. We practice discipline. We choose character over reaction. Because the world cannot steal your peace unless you hand it over. So let me ask you, which of these responses do you need most right now? And what situation are you preparing to face? Your next reaction can be an old habit, or it could be a new strength. Calm under pressure isn't a personality trait. It's a skill built through repetition, restraint, and choice. And every moment of tension offers you a decision. Instinct or self-command. Choose wisely.